Hello everybody, this is a Lamley unboxing. Hot Wheels International J Case. You know what it means. A&J Toys. A&JToys.com from Ken. He sent it over. I'm gonna open it. He has it. It means that J cases should be hitting in stores very soon. I'll probably get the Mattel case at some point. I'm all over the place, right? We did a couple of H's. I moved all the way up to the L case while I was in Malaysia because it came out. And now I'm back. That L case unboxing, if you haven't seen it, that was really fun. I mean, it was less about, you know, informing, but it was a great case because I had not done the K case before that, right? By the way, probably people will notice that's a double tape. That double tape is what happens from Mattel. Ken's been showing it. J-Car has been showing it. It just happens. And people ask about the double tape all the time. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it is there and it always happens and it's not anything else. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the L case was fun because we had Johnny's Diecast and Ministry of Diecast. And Ministry is one of the first people always to do unboxings because he gets them in there in Malaysia. They do hit earlier in Malaysia, and so he'll do it. But we got him to do a Lamley version where he showcased the car and talked for the first time on a video, which was really fun. So anyway, we moved up with the L case. Now we're back with the J case. I'll try and remember what is what, but we're going to get through it. From Ken, you can go ahead and order it. Let's just get right to it. And we start with the 67 Austin minivan. I think that was from the last case. The HW50 concept was also from the last case. And the El Viento may or may not have been. I don't remember. We've got to grade this thing too, right? So we will. 70 Dodge Hemi Challenger. That looks nice and purple. Drift and brake. And look at the Lamborghini, right? We had, that actually is pretty nice. I'm still not fond of this casting. It just, the big wheels in the back, just don't do it for me. So it's always going to be a C model because it's a C casting to me. It was originally from Hot Wheels ID, but that color combination, boy, if it was just a better casting, God, I'd be so happy about that. But I'll put it in the highlight pile. Why not? Because it is a very nice color combination. Nerve Hammer, Vespa 90 SS Super Sprint from last year. That looks nice and white. And the Mazda RX-7 Drift. That was in the last case as well. So those look nice. Try and avoid the glare, but you know. Hako Type D, recolor in red. That looks fantastic. Renault E-Space F1. So this is cool too. Isn't this an EV? I think. I don't know if it would say here. But what a wild model and what a wild casting. Now, I don't know enough about this car to know if it's actually like, if this is more like the Hot Wheels modification kind of stuff that they do, or if that's how it is. So I'll have to look it up. But it is a cool casting, cool new casting. We'll put it in there. The Borla Ford GT, I believe, was already in the last case. So could be wrong. Supercharged Cooper E-Racer, both from the last case. And Hot Wings. Oh, look at this. That's hot sauce. Or it's supposed to be hot sauce. Yeah, that's a cool one. There's those ID wheels making their way into the case. That's kind of, or into the main line. That's cool. All right, BMW 635 CSI. That is a holder from the last case. The Maserati Shamal in black. That looks great. There's another color. I just got some sneak peeks from Leeway. I'm going to go through those, and there's another color of this one. It might be a store exclusive, unless it's for 2026, but I'll try and find out. So that's the recolor of the red one. We'll put that in the highlight pile. I just love that car. And Porsche 911 Carrera Clip. They're calling it the Clip now. I don't think they put that in the last one, but that one looks good in red. So put that there. Toyota GR86 Cup, that is a recolor in brown. Honda Moto Compo, this is cool. Oh, no, look, there's a Batmobile. We'll get those moved over here, but this is cool. Isn't this the motorcycle that was put in the back of the Honda Turbo, right? Do I have that right? I think I do. Just a wild kind of a portable motorcycle, and this is such a great concept to do this as a Hot Wheels casting. I'm really not much into the motorcycles, as you guys know. Not a big surprise, but I think the concept there is fabulous. So that's in the highlight pile. Cruise Bruiser, Dodge Little Red Express, and the Mid Mill. Got to figure out what the regular treasure hunt is. I don't know if we've seen it yet. Maybe we have, maybe we haven't. Dodge Viper GTS from the last case. That was fabulous. The Cone Shaker. Was this in the last case? We've done so much talk about the Cone Shaker. I think it was in the last case, so I'll leave it there. And then the High Roller, is that a, no, that's not a treasure hunt. Dodge Viper's a new casting, didn't realize it was, but that's the then and now. So maybe that one Dodge Viper is just reverse colors that was in the L case is the then from the then and now. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Here we go. Ferrari SF90 Stradale. This is the first Ferrari. So if I wasn't doing the sneak peeks of these models, and it was just fresh and moving up to the L case, which was like post F40, and it had the 364 in there, then I would be, well, I mean, it's just awesome. There it is, the first official Ferrari in the main line. Really, really cool, and pretty much the first official Ferrari. I know that the RLC was kind of the official debut, and of course the 499 is coming, but there you go. It's so nice to have that. That's the big highlight, right? It's going to be fun to, when we do the Lamley Awards, see where those models fit. And there is the Disney Steamboat and another BMW. Tracked Wagon, 71 Mustang Funny Car, and the Decidedly Go. That was from the last case. That's fabulous. This was the Super Treasure Hunt in the whatever case was before that. H, whatever it was. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah, there's no I. So I looks too much like a number, the number 1. So they always skip I case and they skip O case because it looks like a 0. Punk Rod, that looks cool. Land Rover Defender Double Cab, that also looks cool in maroon red. That'll be a highlight. And just still looking to make sure there's no treasure hunts here that I'm missing. But maybe there are. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I've missed them. But Hollerback and the Punk Rod. All right. You know, we've been getting some really nice dividers. We didn't get one here. That one's pretty messed up. But let's just keep on moving on. Get these out of here. '19 Chevy Silverado Trail Boss in blue, supercharged. No look, a Batmobile. Another Hollerback. Another Austin minivan, and a Nissan Leaf Nismo RCO2. That looks, oh, and that's your treasure hunt. There you go. That one is pretty obvious right there. There's the symbol. Nice color on that, actually. I would say I'm not a big fan of the casting, but it's not, actually, it's well done. It's well done, and they made it a treasure hunt. That's cool. So that goes into the highlight pile. This poor little group. Pet transport of the Kowloon Hypervan. The Vanster shows up in red. And another Dodge, a little red Express. There's that Mattel Dreammobile, Draft Nader, and the Punk Rod. Oh, the 67 Mustang looks fabulous in black. So, yeah, that's a really, boy, that's clean. That's really clean. That's a highlight for sure. That's just one of those that just, you know, is it in Muscle Mania, they stay. I feel like they do Muscle Mania very, very well. I know there's kind of a complaint. We don't see enough muscle cars compared to, what, 20 years ago. And I understand that, but when they do these Muscle Mania, when these castings return, they're really well done. And that is clean. That's a major highlight, I think. HW50 Concept and another Mazda RX-7 Drift. Nerve Hammer, another Honda Motocompo, and the Hot Wings. Does it make you hungry when we do that? I'm going to show those. Silverado again, Dragon Wagon, and the Cupra E-Racer. 71 Mustang Funny Car, the Zinger 21C. So that's the first time we've seen it in its new color for 2025, right? And I know there's a recolor because I saw that in the Leeway sneaks. We'll do that one. And oh, look, there's another Batmobile. Disney Steamboat, another Ferrari S50 90 Stradale, so nice to see 2 in the case, and a Ford GT. They could put 25 Ferraris in there and that would be a big deal. Ford F-150 Raptor. This is the Corvette Gasser, and I believe if we had it in, I don't remember, maybe a Spectre Flame Black, that would be the Super Treasure Hunt, right? Corvette Gasser is the Super Treasure Hunt. I have not seen it yet, so in person, but I believe that would be the Super Treasure Hunt. I was trying to remember, and that, there you go, that's the answer. And there's another Ford F-150 Raptor, that's pretty nice. And another Track the Wagon. Oh, okay. Renault E-Space F1 again. There is my beloved, my favorite basic casting, looking so good. Andres talked about putting the tan interior in that one. This is a 560 SEC AMG. This is the #1 highlight for me in every case that it's in. I just love this casting so much, and I can't wait to see it just continue on. So that is a major highlight. Major highlight. Oh, and look at this, a little group of highlights here right at the end. Gordon Murray Automotive T50S in teal. I believe that's the first time we've seen it. Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 team. Nice to see. This is the 3rd color. So there were 8 F1 cars released this year. This is the 3rd in the Petronas livery. Too small to put the IWC there, but I am that IWC homer. They should have put the IWC logo on this, but they didn't. Next time, guys, put IWC on there. And but that's cool to see that one, the 3rd car, the Petronas. And look at that, the Lotus Type 49 returns in red, and it'll be recolored in Zamek, but I don't think it's an official Zamek, or maybe it will be, I don't remember, but that one's coming as well. Okay, let's figure this out. Now, when we did that L case, it was super loaded with all those Ferraris and everything else, but let's treat this one fairly, and let's look at it. So there's a trio of highlights. Recolor of the new models, that's a good start. Always happy to see this one. This one's a real surprise. I think this one, in terms of, I haven't seen the Super, but this is a great choice for a Super. Anytime gasser racing, you can kind of have fun with that. That's always going to be a good Super treasure hunt. So I'm going to say, from a selection standpoint, even though I don't know the execution, that's a really nice Super. Decent regular treasure hunt, nothing too crazy. Defender's nice. Ferrari's a big reason for this to get a good grade, because it's the debut of the Ferrari. This is creative. I mean, we have a lot of highlights. This is awesome. I like the Shamal recolor. Decent originals here. And there's the Renault E-Space. And there's the Lamborghini Miura. That looks really good. I think we're looking at I mean, let's see. I'm trying to compare it to what, you know, we put the L case as a major A because it was just loaded numbers-wise. This is good casting. I'm saying A-, B+ on this one. If I'm being really strict, I say B+. But that Ferrari's in there. It's an A-. It's an A-. I want most cases to be A's, right? So I'll be generous here. I think it's an A-. I think that's a good. I think that's a good case. You guys tell me what you think. Thank you, A&J, for sending it. I want your grades down in the comments below. Thanks, everybody. Bye.